Today we'll be meeting with Shayna. She's recently had a very large increase in her overall income, but she still has a lot of debt to clean up from her past, including some with 20% interest. Remember, these conversations are 100% real and solely their finances, but this is not official financial advice. Give this video a like so that YouTube recommends it to more people, and make sure to check out all the fun links in the description. This is Financial Audit.
Hi, I'm Shayna. I'm 29 years old and I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a payroll administrator for a travel nurse company in New York City.
Okay, how much do you make?
$78,000 a year.
Okay, nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is this, so it's based out of New York. Is this a remote position?
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing that?
6 months.
6 months? What did you do before that?
It was payroll, but I was making $34,000 a year.
Whoa,
Yeah,
big jump.
For sure. And I was working 2 jobs. So I worked at Texas Roadhouse on the weekend.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So how'd you get such a big jump? It's incredible.
A recruiter reached out to my twin sister, and she was on maternity leave. She asked me if I wanted to quit my job, and I said, yeah, hell yeah. So not knowing that it was going to go into that, we thought it would be $20 an hour.
Wow.
But it jumped up.
So that's incredible. And do you enjoy the job?
I love it.
Wow, I'm so happy for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And how long were you doing the job before that? Well, the 2 jobs, I guess.
3 years with the other payroll company and 7 years with Texas Roadhouse.
Wow. Okay, so you escaped Texas. You escaped food service.
I did.
You made it on the other side. That is awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's really. I'm so happy for you. That's so cool.
It's great money, but it was weekends. It was 7 days a week. So.
I know you don't want to be working 7 days a week, right?
No.
No. I mean, I respect the hustle. You know, we're getting the bills paid and everything, but
did it because I had to, and I wasn't paying all the
exactly.
bills.
Oh, right. For sure, I get that. Okay, so I looked at your checking account. How much do you think came in general within the month?
Usually about $5,000 comes in, but I know I had a little bit more that came in because I reimbursed myself through HSA.
Right.
So.
Okay, so yep, $5,994 came in. What do you think was taken out though?
Probably $5,500.
Close, $5,679. So really, what came in? $314, but some of that came from your health savings?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. Now, when I was looking through these different categories, typically what I do before every single one of these is I circle things that seem a little too crazy. But you know what's crazy about your spending?
What?
There's not a specific category that you specifically abuse, but you do spend a lot of money. It's just across a wide spectrum. Like you dropped on Wing Daddies, $50 there. Mm-hmm. A nail lounge, $60 there. Target, $116 there.
You can't go to Target without spending $100.
Yeah. There was a Zelle transfer, $200 left there. You know, H-E-B Classic grocery shopping, $62. Amazon purchase, $77. We don't count credit card payments, but, you know, there was a credit card payment of $114 there. It's just across wide categories. $145 at Walmart, but there's not like restaurant, or Target, or Amazon.
You didn't see the Amazons? I spent $500 in Amazon last month.
Well, I did this so actually what you sent was almost like 2 whole months close to it. Mm-hmm. It was weird, so I did it within a very specific thing. So the Amazon may have been without that. I tried to keep it into a strict 1 month. Mm-hmm. So that may have accounted for that. But you do spend a lot of money in general. Mm-hmm. Do you have some aggressive spending habits?
We just moved, and the house wasn't furnished, but we're not having to pay a mortgage on it.
Okay.
My boyfriend's parents bought the house, but it's in his name, so we're just kind of paying the rent to them. They're millionaires, so.
But it's in his name.
They have the same name. His dad and him have the same name.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little weird situation. Do you like the situation?
Yeah, I love his parents. I'm not super excited that it's not my equity. Well,
yeah. See, that's what I was thinking.
You know, it's the situation that I'm in, and it's a better situation than I was in before. So.
For sure. I can respect that. What is the monthly rent that you pay them?
So these past 2 months, not having to pay them. Next month it'll be $1,500. Then after that it'll be $750 once he moves in. So it'll be $750 ultimately.
Oh, because you guys will split it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
His lease ends in October.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and do you like the place?
It's a house. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah. But with that, furnishing the house and things like that. So there's a probably $500 deduction on there. That was for buying a couch. Sending him money for things because he's not supposed to be spending money on it yet. It's supposed to be me.
Okay.
So
you guys have like a whole deal going on, it sounds like?
Kind of.
How it's breaking down?
Kind of, but I should also be saving money. We have to paint, which is like $700. Did you know that?
Wait a second. You don't own the house. You're not getting equity in the house. Why are you going to paint the house? Why not get them to do it? They own it.
Because they're not charging me rent this month, so I can pay for the paint.
Was that the specific deal?
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little odd, but it's fine.
I'll take it.
I thought it was cool because I thought they were just being awesome, like future parent-in-laws that were just giving you some free rent, but it was because of the paint, because them as the owners don't want to paint.
Well, they were only here for a couple weeks, and they didn't want to pay somebody to paint, and he wanted to paint. So
your boyfriend wants to paint?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense then. A little odd, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's fine. So, do you have a budget? Because the spending would scream not.
I have a spreadsheet with everything that comes out with my bills.
That's good.
But I don't have anything that tells me what I should be spending personally.
And that's bad.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
I think a lot of those purchases that were especially over the $100, when breaking down your budget, would probably not be there.
Right.
Okay.
I have ideas to try and pull out cash, like $100 each check, so every 2 weeks, but that doesn't happen.
$100 for what?
Just free spending.
Oh, okay.
In cash, but
it's much more than that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the $100 stays in my wallet, and I use my debit card.
Oh no! All right. Well, so the checking account, other than the spending that was more than I like, still more came in though. Health savings then came out, so I wasn't like, didn't drive me crazy. What makes me a little crazy is the savings account.
Yeah.
I'm confused at the logic behind this. We put $250 in, we immediately take it out. Same with the $500, same with the $700. What is going on here? Because there's only a balance of $9.76. What's the point of having this?
So whenever the first stimulus checks came in, I put all the money in there. And when I was living at my last apartment, working 2 jobs, COVID hit, I lost my serving job, which was kind of my balance, making things easier for me. So that money stayed in there until I had to pay for other things. But honestly, I was not paying my electric bill. And it got racked and racked and racked.
No.
So the money that I had in there and had placed in there before I moved, I had to throw it all on my $700 electric bill. So.
Well, still, why is money going in and then immediately being taken out though?
That was I was supposed to save $250 from my first check for the month to kind of even out the $1,500 rent next month. So it would be $250 last month and $250 this month. That way it would be $1,000 in rent because the $500 was already saved. Okay. But then I spent too much money and I took it out.
Gotcha. So one of my big scares, besides the debts, will be the lack of a general emergency fund. But we'll get into that and talk about, I think, what you should do in the end. But in general, not thrilled looking at the savings account.
For sure. What is it? I didn't want to send it to you, but I knew I had
to. well, that's fair enough. Credit card, much less fun than the savings account. Why are you doing cash advances?
So that credit card is actually maxed out and closed. So same thing with 2020. I had maxed it out a little bit before that, but once 2020 hit, it was closed because I wasn't making the payments on it. So now it's just kind of an interest pond. So that's kind of what I'm here for, is like we have this one collecting interest and I have another account that's collecting interest. And
Yeah,
I just want to
almost
know
15% interest here, and
Yeah.
you're getting $224 interest in fees. Insane. That's crazy. On your current balance of $4,616. What I extra do not like about this is only $102 was paid.
this month.
Yeah, $102 was paid when you went to that wing place for what was it? And then that Target shop was over $100. I'm curious. And so, why not pull the, oh, I just graduated college, which I almost am going to consider you as I just graduated from food service into an awesome job. Act like the person who just graduated from college. They're 22, they're finally starting to make money, but oops, there is debt that they accumulated throughout their fun college days. So what they're going to do in their new place that they like is like a lawn chair and an air mattress and kill the debt instead of
going to Target.
Instead of going to Target and only paying $100 down on $4,616 a month. Where's the logic?
There's not much. Last month I paid $200 on it. And then I don't know if I paid extra the month before that, but this month it's taken out on the 9th and I get paid on the 15th and 30th. So by that second check, sometimes I will put another amount on it, but not always.
It's time to kill this credit card.
So should I do that one or the loan?
Oh, we'll talk about it. But this credit card needs to be gone at almost $15,000. There will be one to hit first, but this needs to be gone.
Fair.
Don't like that. I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at the debt.
For sure.
To be very clear.
I was given a $7,200 limit at 22.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea.
I mean, I had something around the same time. I'm not in this.
Oh yeah, no,
that's a personal thing.
I furnished another apartment with that. So.
And where's the furniture for that? Why couldn't you use some of that furniture for your new place until you upgrade once you pay off the debt?
I had to throw it away.
Why?
Because there were spiders in it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Spray it.
I only had 2 days.
Is 2 days worth still having a $4,616 credit card limit on a closed credit card from years ago?
Probably not.
Not credit card limit, but credit card balance.
I only spent $400 on the new couch, which could have gone to
this. Then all of a sudden $500 would have been taken off that. You would have been almost under $4,000. $4,000 is not a lot of money when you make, what was it, $78,000? Yeah. So I don't get it. There's some logic there. That's interesting.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
I know. So I'm bullying you a little bit, but it's because I'm bullying about the $102 being gone when you spent that much just one day at a wing place.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, oh, I'll get $100 in wings instead of paying off more money towards.
We wanted to try it.
I'd rather try being debt free, but that's a personal take of mine. What's up with the self-lender loan? So I don't really know much about this one specifically.
It's a CD, basically. So after 2021, my credit took a hit with not paying the credit card, not paying loans back. It took a major dip. So I pulled out a loan. I was able to pull out a loan, but I still wanted to build my credit. So that is essentially a credit builder. I'm putting money into a CD, and by the end of paying everything, it's $35 a month. By the end of paying all of that,
is that a fee or that's what you're putting towards it?
I get to take all that money out.
Okay.
At the end of it, so it's just a credit builder, but there's
a finance charge of $125. The annual percentage rate, is that being charged to you? The 15.97%? So I'm a little confused on this.
I don't think so. When I looked at the payments on it, and I think only like $10 came out of that $35, or maybe it was like $7 that came out of the $35.
For them to pay them?
For the interest.
That's a lot. Wait, to pay them?
For the interest, yeah. So it's
okay.
more of a like length thing, but it's building my credit by making
the way you set it up,
payments.
talking about a CD, that's where it all of a sudden threw me in kind of a spiral of confusion. But looking at this, I mean, this is...
It still counts as debt towards me.
Oh, yeah. And you're getting charged 16% on it. Plus, there's a finance charge.
But
the finance charge, I think, is what it will cost. Actually, I'm seeing how this is all breaking down. You financed $715, and your total payment over the term will be $840. So you're paying with the interest $125 to build your credit. You're spending $125 to build your credit.
Yes. But it's over 2 years, and it's gone up 15 points in the last year.
It's 15 points worth $125?
Definitely.
It is to you?
It was at like a low 600, and now it's in the mids.
But there's other ways to build credit scores without paying interest.
But this way I get to put the money in and also take it out. So it's $125. Clearly, I'm okay with spending that on trash when I go to Target.
Well, no. It's $125 is not a crazy amount of money. It's the fact that you didn't need to in order to increase your credit.
I felt like my back was against the wall at that point. And even getting the loans, which we can see on the next one, the APR for that loan. You know, I was just trying to build it as quickly as I can. I did the research in that I didn't have any open credit cards. I didn't have any open lines of credit besides my car. So that was pretty much...
But why didn't you get a credit card and then just only spend $50 a month on it and pay it off every month instead of accruing interest on this thing?
Because I didn't really have any money to be paying it off.
Dang.
So I do have a credit card now. It's only a $300 limit, and I was sitting on it for a while, started spending and making payments. It's also gone up, the credit score.
Well, if you were doing this right now and you're saying I'm doing this because I don't have any money, you know, we would talk about the income issue surrounding that. But you've solved that by making $78,000 a year. I still don't necessarily like this, but the fact that this happened at a certain income point that we're already beyond, we like there's no point of going back.
Right. It ends in January, and then I'll be able to deduct it. So I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. I thought you would be proud of that.
I'm not proud of paying money to build a credit score. But again, it's in the past. It makes no sense to beat up past you for doing that. This is what's here. I wouldn't do that if you were in that position today. I don't think that makes sense.
Right.
But, okay. Upstart. What was the context behind this? Why did you do Upstart?
I was trying to pay off a debt in collections or pay a partial. And the guy was really pushy and really mean, and he told me to get a loan in order to pay partial. So that's what I did.
The guy that you owed?
The debt collector guy on the phone.
Oh, okay.
He ended up starting calling me at work.
Yeah, they'll do that. They're bullies. They're bad people, but I wouldn't have taken his advice necessarily.
I didn't talk to anybody about it.
I know.
You know, you don't really want to air your dirty laundry with the debt collections.
No.
So I jumped on the first one that pretty much approved me with like a 589 credit score for $4,000. Yeah,
$3,900 at a 27.05% interest rate. And what's remain? Wait, when did you take this out?
End of 2021, I believe.
Okay. And at this point, a year and a half later, end of 2021, so like a half a year later, a little over $2,673 is what's left on there.
Right. So after 1 year of paying it, I looked online at what my account was, and I saw I'd only made like out of $1,000 of payments, I made probably $200.
Yeah. These are starting to more and more. The sooner we get to the date we are now, more is going to principal than interest, because it definitely starts with interest at the beginning, but it is starting to pay more and more off of the principal now. That really sucks. This will definitely be the one that you kill first.
Okay.
This is, yeah.
I put $800 into it last month, I think. So that's kind of where I'm at is, should that one be killed first, the debt collections be killed first, or the credit card? Because the debt collections has
So
no
this
interest.
didn't fully cover the debt collections, the debt in collections.
No.
Man, okay.
Mm-mm.
We'll get to the collections and see what that's all about. But dang, that's what I was hoping when you said you took this for the collections.
Nope.
Oh man.
Nope.
Oh.
So it's paying Paul, or borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, essentially.
Oh, that hurts. Yeah, that one sucks. And that collector bullied you into doing it. That really sucks. And, But you also have a car.
I do.
You have a 2017 Camry.
Mm-hmm.
You took out a loan of $22,823. You owe $15,944. You have a $368.85 minimum payment.
Mm-hmm.
What year did you purchase this?
2020.
Okay. So you purchased this when you were basically making no money.
I wrecked my car, and I didn't have any other options. It was before...
There was an insurance payout on the car?
I got the gap payment, but that just paid the rest of what was remaining on the car.
So why'd you decide at that time when the car market was not booming to get a $22,000 car?
It was January of 2020, or even maybe November or December of 2019, actually. So COVID had not hit yet. There was no...
Exactly. So the car market didn't explode yet. So I don't know why you got such an expensive car at that time. Because right now car prices are inflated like crazy. But then in a large city like San Antonio, I know for a fact you could have gotten a $10,000 car.
I didn't expect the world to shut down.
No, that has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. I'm saying right now that may have been a little more difficult if you're in that situation. But then it would have been incredibly easy for you to get a $10,000 car. Why'd you get a $22,000 loan?
It only had about 11,000 miles on it, so it was kind of like a new car at a used car price-ish. And I had a Camry before.
Why does that matter more than how much you can afford?
I'm stubborn, and I did not want an old car that was $10,000. My dad told me
$10,000 isn't necessarily a bad car. My Jeep's going to be worth at the end of it. So I can't believe I got into at least 4 years ago because I was an idiot. But, its payout at the end is going to be just around $10,000. And it's not an old car.
Right.
$10,000 could have got you a decent car. An okay car at the time.
With like
harder today.
100,000 miles.
No, not for $10,000.
Yeah.
How much car shopping did you actually do?
I went to one place.
You went to one place? You didn't shop around for the different cars?
No.
Dude.
We did talk them down. I don't know how much, but we did.
Oh, you talked them down from their stupid already high price to another stupid high price, probably. I'm seeing an average worth of this car for like $17,000, so it's actually not crazy.
And at the point that I bought the car, I didn't have the loan and I didn't have the debt collections or even either loans. I still had the credit card, but nobody knew about that yet.
You're not gonna like what my suggestion is.
To sell my car.
And it is gonna be a classic suggestion, and you guessed it. But it's for a different reason than other people. It's not because you can't afford this car today. It's not because of that. It's because I think you actually might have some equity into this car. I think you might be able to sell it and walk away with like a couple $1,000. And then I think you can throw that couple $1,000 to your stupid Upstart loan, which is like the stupidest. I feel bad that you got this, but then you can throw that $2,000 at that, and then you only have $1,900 after your rent and everything. You should be able to pay that off within a month or 2 months if you want to spend a little more.
But then I won't have a car and my credit is
But
so
you work from home.
Yeah, but I still need
what
a
is
car.
the credit? I don't give a crap about your credit if you have a 27.05% interest on a loan. I don't care about your credit.
So what about consolidation of all of these? How do you feel about that? Because that's where credit comes into it for me.
I wouldn't, because you make a good amount of money. I don't think you need to consolidate a $2,673 loan with another, what was the other one?
4.
Yeah, I don't think you need to.
But I could get the APRs down a little bit, couldn't I?
You could, but this $2,000 loan right here, even if you don't sell your car, there is no reason that this is not paid off within 2 months with how much you make. No reason. You could pay this off. The only reason it wouldn't is because we decided we want to go to a wing place, spend $100. We want to go to Target. We need to get a new couch right now, urgently. This should be paid off. This shouldn't exist actually today, since you've had that job for 6 months. Pay this off within 2 months. I see no reason. Will you pay this off? Will you just not go to Target? Will you force yourself not to go to Target for a month or two?
The only spending I plan to do majorly this month is paint. And then the rest of it is kind of going towards that or the credit card. I just didn't know which one I need to kill first.
Why do you need to paint? Why does painting matter right now?
It doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Not to me.
And if your boyfriend wants to pay for it, he can. Tell him, yo, dude, I'm in a crap ton of debt. Let me just pay this off real quick and then we can paint. Because guess what? Me getting rid of a 27% interest on a debt is more important than a new paint job on our house, which we can do in a couple months when we have money. Because you don't have money. Your net worth is negative.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
Put off paint. Yeah? Put off paint.
I would love to. We already have for a month.
Well, put it off for another 2 months.
Fair.
Would he be down for that?
Probably.
Okay.
I just don't have to bring it up.
Huh?
I just won't bring it up.
And you just won't do it?
Probably.
Okay.
Because he has to take me to go get it done.
Okay. I mean, is the paint job really that bad in the house?
He says I'll thank him later. But I don't know. It has the original paint
so
on
he
it.
just wants to do it.
I don't know. It's a guy thing. I don't know.
I've never had a single desire to paint my walls, but...
Me either.
All right. Okay, so, dude, you can kill this in a couple months. And if you don't want to sell your car to do it, it's fine because you have some equity in the car, whatever. Not thrilled with the car loan itself, but you can afford it. People who are completely anti all debt in the world, they would say aggressively pay it off. And that would actually probably be the better option. But I'm also not going to be incredibly upset if you don't. What I would do, immediately pay off Upstart. I should be able to text you a month from now and this should be gone. That shouldn't even be an option. And then just keep doing the minimums on that. And your credit card, what you do after that, take another 3 months of your life. And 3 months is nothing. It'll feel long when you're halfway through the 3 months, but 3 months is nothing. Get rid of that stupid credit card debt. That has no reason to be there anymore because you make a good amount of money. You probably bring in after tax
60.
a year. Yeah. I mean, you're probably bringing in like $5,000 a month, something like that. Seriously, you should be able to pay this off in 2 months if you really wanted to. Just don't be luxurious on your spending.
For sure. And I was used to living penny to penny. So I guess I just did not really want to pay bills because I wasn't before. And now I have all this financial freedom, right? But those things are lingering in the shadows. Yeah. I'm just leaving them there. So I have no self-control whenever it comes to Amazon. Like I bought a tortilla blanket.
Why? I mean, I want you to just be able to do stupid spending like that. That's fine, but can we get rid of the mess first, please?
I suppose.
Please? You have credit card downloaded?
Yes.
So credit score is at 623, 624. So you're paying $120 to get it to there.
Well, on the Experian app, it's higher.
Oh boy! All right, we have a missed payment.
3 of them.
Oh no, you didn't pay your car loan 3 times?
That was before I got this job.
If you didn't have this job, I would make you sell it right now. That wouldn't even be a choice. You're right, collections isn't on here. How long has it been?
2020.
But it's removed from your account? So why would you pay it if it's not there?
Because I have them hounding me.
Tell them to F off.
Can I do that?
I mean,
because I think I can find it on another credit app.
Well, if it actually exists, then yes, feel free because it's still relatively new. You could wait 7 years, but I wouldn't do that. But if it's not on there, tell them to F off. Who cares? Like, yo, nothing is legally showing that I have to pay this on my end.
I've seen that on TikToks and things, but I don't know how, because it's money that I borrowed. So how legal is that for me to say?
I don't know, because it's literally not showing up on your credit. And usually, I mean, people will dispute Credit Karma for showing the accurate credit score, but Credit Karma is very good at showing your accounts. Let me take a look here. Let me go to view all accounts. This might show something.
It was originally 10,000 and they bumped it down to, I think, 4. So now I'm making $250 payments until December, and that one will be put, but there's no interest on it, so that's why I'm not really trying to give them money.
Is it the $17,000?
No, that's the
That was
car.
closed?
That was my other car.
Oh. It's not the USAA Fed.
It is.
No. It is?
It's a USAA loan, so it might be that one.
Oh, okay.
That's the credit card.
No, that's the credit card.
Oh.
You paid off your student loans?
Yes.
Nice.
They weren't high.
No, they weren't, but that's still awesome.
Thanks.
Dude, I'm not seeing this.
I have talked to them on the phone. It's been recorded that I said I would pay. So I don't know, with that bit of information that I could tell them, like, screw you.
I don't know. But debt collectors, they talk to so many people. They'll keep hounding you because they want to make their dollar. Mm-hmm. If it's not actually showing up, I don't know. I don't want to get you into trouble, so I don't like any official advice saying, hey, don't, because I always tell everyone to pay it. If you owe it, pay it, but I'm just not seeing it. So I don't know. I mean, maybe look in some other programs and stuff and see it's there, but if it's literally not there, why pay it?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. Not impacting your credit.
Okay. See, look, that one is way higher.
Can I see that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, your credit card usage, because it's closed, 990%.
Yeah.
Kill that credit card. If you really want your credit score to go up, kill that credit card by paying it off.
I'd like to. That's kind of what's looming over me, is the 990%.
Both of those high interest debts should be gone in 3 months. I would accept nothing less.
I hear that you want to touch base with people after 6 months. Do I get 3?
I don't know. I'm not finding it on here either. Have you seen it on here?
I don't know if it was on that one. I have 3 different apps for credit. I have a Capital One as well.
Yeah, and that's awesome. I like that you're tracking all this stuff.
I'm supposed to make myself mad, right? Is that kind of the idea of, because you're not going to do anything about it until you're upset? On my spreadsheet for my bill tracking, it says, can I cuss?
Sure.
It says aggressively pay this next to the Upstart one.
Nice.
So I have...
I'm serious. It's not on this account summary either. I don't know. You might have to talk to someone licensed for that.
Sure.
Yeah. It might have to be a thing, because it's really weird that it's not showing up on any of the credit reports across the different apps. So that's really weird. I don't know.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then Upstart, done in a month. Credit card, done in 2 months after that. Do not spend. Don't spend. It doesn't matter. For a couple months, who cares? You'll be so happy after that. I don't really care about paying off the self. I mean, you may as well just pay off this $200 after that.
So that is a question. With these open accounts that have end dates, what is that going to do? Like, I know that it gets you debt-free, but do you take a ding in credit with that ultimately? I know that credit doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. I should just be getting out of debt. But I don't like the score I have. I used to be in a high 7. It plummeted.
Well, instead of that, let's talk about how to get a good score. I like good scores. You can keep the car loan. It's fine. I would rather not be leveraged on a depreciating asset. Whatever. I'm not going to freak out about that compared to everything else. But once these 2 are gone, if you're... Okay, so, I'm really nervous with this one. I don't know if you're financially disciplined yet, because you're not.
No.
So the correct way to get up a credit score, and I'm not advising you to do this, is to then... Well, you have a $300 credit card already. Spend no more...
30%.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
It's about $70.
I know, but I wouldn't even want you to do that. I wouldn't spend more than $50. Just fill up your gas once or twice a month on that, and pay it off every month. Seriously, do that for a while, and then keep paying on your car. Your credit score is going to go up within a year. Just do that. Get rid of these. What's really killing your credit score right now, from what I've seen within those apps, is that your credit utilization is insane because you have a closed credit card that you owe on.
So if I am utilizing my $300 limit and paying that off, is that still making any difference while that's there? While I still have the outstanding USA?
Doesn't matter, because this is going to be gone in 3 months. Because who cares? What's 3 months? Doesn't matter. You don't need your credit score to increase drastically within 3 months.
No, but I can easily pay $800 a month on this one. Easily.
No, don't do that. Pay it off.
So $800 each month.
No, pay this off this month. You make enough. You don't need to have this. Pay this off next month. Next month, by the end of next month, this should be gone. Don't spend any extra money than your rent, utilities, and just some basic groceries. Seriously, just do a basic sacrifice. Many people have to sacrifice for years to get to a better place. You can sacrifice for 3 months and be in a better place. Just do it. Yeah. It's so worth it. I know it's never fun in the moment, but it's so worth it.
Giving money to people that you don't even like.
Right.
Yeah.
Seriously, are you going to do that? Is that going to be gone next month, by the end of next month? There's no reason for it not to be.
I can do that. By the 15th when I get paid, then anything else that's remaining in my bank account, I can just put in there. Is that fair?
You're just paid, but as long as it's gone by the end of next month, and then 3 months from now, this should be gone. Will you do that?
So 2 months to pay this, and then 1 month
by the end of next month, and then okay. Well,
I mean, I could do that one in 3 months separately, so it'd be in 6 months.
Okay, so I want this by the end of the year to be paid off. I want this by the end of September to be paid off. How about that?
I can definitely do this one. I'll get back to you on that one. Once this one's gone, then I don't have to worry about it, and then I can treat that one like this one.
Yeah, and there's really no reason this wouldn't be paid off by the end of November. I know, but that's why I'm giving you a couple more months to do it.
Fair.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. As long as I can see it, like you've put it out for me, then that makes sense. Aggressively kill this. I knew that I had to do that, but I thought $800 was enough. Like, you're kind of doing enough. I am. No,
not when you make $78,000 a year. There's no reason for your Upstart loan to only have $800 a month going to it. It doesn't make sense. Pay it off next month. End of next month, it's gone.
Okay.
End of November or the end of December, this is gone. Your USAA Advantage Platinum Visa, that is closed. Gone. And then you're starting the brand new year. This will actually be paid off because it's done in the self-lender will be paid off because it's done in January. Mm-hmm. You'll only have your car. If you want to do that, fine. Won't freak out about it. Mm-hmm. But my goodness, what a better place you'll be in.
Yeah.
What are your financial goals in the next 5-10 years?
So once I got this offer for 78, I was like, okay, I can become debt-free. But then I started spending money. So ultimately, in the next year, it was to be debt-free. 5 to 10. I'd like to have at least $10,000 in savings. I don't know how to save money. I don't know what it should look like in a certain amount of time. I've never been a saver, but I would like to have a nest egg to where if anything happens, since I'm not on the house, then I'm able to, book it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And I'd like to travel.
Oh, well, you'll be able to do that. You're not going to travel until this is all paid off. And then you have a 6-month emergency fund, which I'm going to put you at like $12,000, which isn't that much. You could pay that. You could save that up within a few months. Mm-hmm. So that needs to be your immediate focus after once January 1st comes around. First quarter of the year, we save up $12,000. You put it in a saving account. You never touch it unless you lose jobs, something like that. You have to deal with it. Then you're going to contribute to any type of investment. You're going to max out a Roth IRA with $6,000 a year, but $1,300 a month minimum is going to be what you are putting towards investments.
Okay.
Yeah. Like anything general, like you can have a well-balanced portfolio of different like index funds and stuff like that, and you can meet with a financial advisor who will get you set up with all of that. Mm-hmm. But $1,300 a month, 20% of your pre-tax income. It's only 20%.
It's a lot.
20% is not a lot compared to 80%. 80% is a lot.
Right. Okay, and I know I can invest in my own company as well. They give us stakes after you've been there for a year. It's still a startup, technically. It hasn't gone public.
I don't like doing that.
No?
No. Especially if it's in the startup phase. The high majority of those fail. I like that you're making money from it. Keep doing that. But should you be investing in that? No.
We just recently got a $100 million grant. It's going in a good direction.
Well, companies get billions of dollars thrown at them that go under. I wouldn't base my investment strategy on that. Just do well-balanced Fidelity. You can open an account in Fidelity and just set up some basic index fund investings. It's actually really easy.
So in 6 months when these things are paid off and I start...
5 months.
Okay. And I start saving and doing, once I have my nest egg, I'll talk to you about some investments because you're speaking gibberish to me at
well,
this
what
point.
I mean, we can do that, but what I would prefer you do is to sit down with like a financial advisor who sets up people with retirement accounts. Mm-hmm. But what I care most about is the 20% pre-tax income. Dave Ramsey says 15%, but I think that's pretty babyish.
Okay.
20% may as well, especially since how many more years do you have until retirement?
What's the goal for retirement?
Well, let's just say you want to retire at 62.
I'm 29, so what is that, 31?
Mm-hmm. We'll give you 30 years to do it. And this is where that $1,300 a month becomes awesome. Because in today's money, I'm taking into account inflation, so this is what it would feel like today if you had this cash. By the time you're ready to retire, just under $2 million.
Okay.
With $2 million in investments, you could pull out on an annual basis $80,000 in today's money. We're talking today's money. Mm-hmm. So $80,000 a year. Would you be able to live off of that right now?
I do.
Exactly. So that's what you need to sustain the lifestyle that you have now. Mm-hmm. So that 20% pre-tax is what you need in order to sustain your lifestyle now, then.
That makes sense.
You don't want to downgrade, do you?
I don't. Mm-mm. No, that was terrible.
Yeah. So let's upgrade that investing after we pay this off. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. That works for me. I'll listen to you. I'll follow up. I'll send you a screenshot whenever I pay this off.
So by either December 1st or January 1st, these will be gone, and we will let everyone know that they are either gone or not.
Yeah.
The audience is going to hold you accountable.
I don't want to be embarrassed.
No, I don't want you to be embarrassed either.
So yeah, no, absolutely. I pinky promise.
Let Shana know what you think about our financial situation in the comments below. And if you want to be on the show and you're willing to come to Austin, Texas, email castingcalebhammer@gmail.com. A special thanks to my 4 Cups of Coffee supporters, Dio Martinez, Mark, Josh Bennett, Anthony, an anonymous person, Sam V03, and Clayton006. Check out all the fun links in the description and give this video a like so that YouTube recommends it to more people. Subscribe and stick around for more. Thanks.